Alrighty. It's good to be with you. It's a Sunday night here in Florida. I just flew in from Birmingham, Alabama, got home a little after 10 p.m. and wanted to jump in for just a quick journal entry on the Tim DeTellis Experiment podcast, and hope you're having a good night wherever you are. It's actually cold here. I don't know if you can tell I'm wearing two hoodies. And which makes me think about a time in my life when I wasn't afraid of the cold. So, gonna throw back to an old school story, and it was first job story. Do you remember your first job? Where was it? What was it? Why was that the job you got? So, I was living in Worcester, Massachusetts on Einhorn Road, actually 3 Einhorn Road, and I went for a walk down Highland Street, and there was a pizza shop, ice cream shop, there was a Friendly's. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to eat my way through the day. I need a job where there's no food. I'm Italian, I love to eat. So I went over to the Greendale Mall, I'm walking the mall, and there was Radio Shack. And I'm like, oh, that could be possible. I go inside, I like remote control cars, I like loud stereos. And back then, the car phone was just coming out. And I'm like, this could be a cool place to work. So I asked if there were any openings, and it was a little bit before Christmas, and the store manager's like, yeah, we actually always need to hire extra people during the holidays. So I made application with the Greendale Mall Radio Shack, and the manager at the Radio Shack was named Bob. So, submit my application, walk back home. 2 days go by, and I get a phone call. Hello? Yeah, Bob? Did I get the job? No, sorry, Tim, no job for you. You're under 18. Corporate policy, you have to be 18 to work at Radio Shack. Sorry. I couldn't believe it. I didn't get the job because I was under 18. So what did I do? I went for a walk down Highland Street again, past the pizza shop, past the ice cream shop. I'm like, no, I gotta work at Radio Shack. So I go back to the Greendale Mall, and I walk in to see Bob, the manager at Radio Shack, and Bob says, Tim, there's nothing I can do. It's corporate policy. You're under 18. I'm like, Bob, there's got to be someone who can make an exception to this rule. And he said, the only person is the district manager. I'm like, where is he? He goes, well, he's not in town, but he'll be here next week. He told me the strip plaza where the other Radio Shack was in town, that this district manager will be stopping by. I'll never forget, I pulled up early that morning. It was a Wednesday. I'll never forget it. This silver 4-door gray Ford Taurus pulled in, and I'm like, that's got to be the guy. I get out of the car, walk up to this stranger, and I'm like, excuse me, sir, are you the district manager of Radio Shack? And he's, yes, I am. How can I help you? I'm like, I made application at the Greendale Mall to work for Bob, and Bob told me that I can't get the job because I'm under 18. But I really want to work for Radio Shack. Can you make an exception? And the district manager looked at me and said, you're hired. I'll call Bob today. So I got the job at Radio Shack, which leads me to the story about being cold and handling it. Because the first thing I did with my paycheck is I went out and I bought an annual pass to the local ski resort called Mount Wachusett. It was in Princeton, Massachusetts. And then I went to Strand Ski Shop, and I think, if I remember, it was on Grafton Street in Worcester, Massachusetts. And I walked into the ski shop, and I bought a brand new pair of Elan Mogul skis, 180s. I was so excited about these skis, because I had been skiing on these old, they were atomic skis, which were really cool back then, but they were old and junky. I borrowed them from my brother. So I had brand new skis. I had an annual pass to the mountain. And I remember in college at the time, I was actually in my senior year of high school and my freshman year of college at the same time. Another story for another time. And I remember leaving class at the end of the day and going skiing from 4 p.m. until 10 p.m. when they closed the mountain. I remember skiing down with the ski patrol, closing down the slopes. I'm like, how on earth did I handle the cold back then? And tonight I'm in Florida wearing 2 hoodies. It's crazy. Sometimes we just become a little too comfortable, and I think that the enemy of growth is comfort. And even back then when I wanted that job at Radio Shack, I had the courage to just keep on asking, is there someone who can make an exception to the rule? And tonight, I just want to remind myself, don't be too comfortable. And don't forget to have the courage for something you believe in. How high is your level of desire, as a mentor would once tell me? His name was Scott Alexander, the author of Rhinoceros Success. He would say, show me your desire. It's not about motivation. It's about how much do you really want something? What does it mean to you? And I know that for all of us, it's the beginning of February, the second month of 2026. And so maybe January flew by and you had some dreams and ideas for the new year, but maybe you got to re-engage. Step into the courage, lean into the opportunity, walk through the door of discomfort, and maybe do what you really should be doing. Anyways, that's kind of the journal entry for tonight. It's good to be home. Last weekend I was in Ohio, woke up to 12 inches of snow in Columbus. This weekend I just got back from Athens, Alabama, where I woke up to some flurries and snow. Next weekend I'm going to Virginia, flying into Richmond. There's no snow in the forecast, but hey, you never know. Anyways, cheers until next time. Wherever you are, hope you're having some fun.